Well, with revisions to food product labels, there's a lot of information for you to digest now. What does it all mean, and how can you decipher what you need to for your nutrition? Dr. Beth Kitchin is a diet nutrition expert at UAB, and she's going to help you out with some of that information. She joined us by FaceTime as we look at some of that detailed information now on the labels. Dr. Beth, good to have you with us this morning.
It's good to see you too, Mike.
All right, and just so you know, we're looking at the labels right now because we're having a little problem getting your video of you to pop up. But let's go ahead and jump into this, though.
As long as you can hear me, that's fine.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this, though, about the labels. Some of the key points to think about now that we have some of this added information that we didn't have before.
That's right. This is one of the biggest changes to the food label that went into effect earlier this year, Mike. And we talked about this then, but it's always good to revisit this because added sugars was one of the best changes that they put on the label, because before all you saw was total carbohydrates and then sugars. Well, sugars could mean just the naturally occurring sugars in milk, for instance, or in 100% orange juice. And we don't want people to knock healthy foods out of their diet because they see sugars on there. Now you see added sugars, and these are the types of sugars that the manufacturers add to food. And of course, they make it taste good. We like it. But now we can actually look to see how many are on there. And it also tells us how much are we getting? Are we getting too much, not too much? And that's what we're going to talk about on this label that you're seeing.
Yeah, because serving, now we have you up on the screen, but serving size is huge to me because, you know, like particularly I like ice cream, but I have to be careful because if I don't read it right, I'm thinking, oh, that doesn't have that much sugar, but it really depends on how much I'm eating.
Exactly. So you always start, and I talk about this all the time with label reading, always start with the serving size and think about, well, how much of this do I actually eat? If you're eating more, you may have to increase those numbers that you're seeing there. You might be eating less, so you can cut those numbers down, but all of the numbers on that label are for the serving size that you see on the label. Now, as we come down on the label here, what you see are total carbohydrates, but then zero down there on added sugars. And what you see down there is a difference between total sugars and then how many of those have been added. Those are the sugars that we want people to cut back on. You don't have to eliminate them. This is not an all or nothing thing, but you want to cut back on them. And now you can look on a label and get a sense of how much am I getting. So now you look there and you see 23 grams of added sugars. Well, does that help you? You know, what that's basically telling you is the grams. Is that a lot or a little? But if you look to the right and you see that percentage, that's the easiest thing to look at because that percentage tells you how much of your daily limit are you getting. With this food, if we eat a serving, we're getting 46%. That's almost half of our daily limit. So we need to kind of watch it a little bit the rest of the day. Once you get to 100%, that means you're kind of where we want you to not go over. All right. Yeah. So you don't want to go over that. Now, this is a general one-size-fits-all number. There could be, you know, young athletes who are really fit. They can eat a lot of calories. Extra added sugar isn't going to hurt them. But really, this is a great number for people who are trying to control triglycerides, blood sugar, heart disease, watch their weight. So for people that have health issues, this is a good number to zero in on.
It is for me. I know it's been very helpful to me now that I had this added information. I got to watch my triglycerides, that's for sure. And for you young athletes like there, can eat whatever you want. Your day's coming. You just wait. All right. Dr. Beth K, thank you so much. Always appreciate it.